Alright, well, here's the deal. I've got to change the schedule. So I'm going to do that right now. rjxrob/sched. What am I talking about? There we go. Schedule. Do the data. I already did the generator. I started working on the generator a little bit yesterday. It's not going to work. Sorry. Yoga's going to have to go to... This still works. What did I put down? The beginner boost is going to have to change. Let's see. So... to put 15... no, that's not right. We're going to do... Yeah, that's right. Our needs have to go away too. I need to be able to calculate those, so I'm going to do that next. 23 becomes sleep time. 22 becomes relax time. The double thing's not working for me anymore. I tried it the other day and it didn't work, despite the nap, so I'm going back. So, enter, and then, it's not 2 hours of sleep there, but it's about 90 minutes, but I didn't really look at doing that about 2 o'clock, so I come back for about an hour. It just depends. So sometimes I wake up earlier and it just happens. Gonna be at yoga and running, and 6 o'clock is work. Starting at 6. And at 5 is my new time for dip. I tried to get it with the other split schedule. It didn't work. So up. And I may or may not be able to change that. But and then this one, the schedule is going to change. Well, here's the thing. I think I should probably... Yeah, there it is. So the beginner boost is here. So the only thing I have to do now is this. So change this one. So I'm just going to do the boost at 10 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday. Call it a day. Up. I'm not going to pretend to be able to do 2 different times. I'm just going to try to keep it consistent. I'm sorry if that doesn't work out for some people's schedule. I can't try to mess with it too much. So I will be up at 5 though, and I probably will be streaming. I don't necessarily have to stream. I can't gonna sometimes stream. Like sometimes I'll coffee stream in the morning, like when I get up. Weekdays, the only time I can stream is going to be during the work time. I'm going to do that, put that there. I mean, that's pretty much it. I can't stream during mentoring time. I guess I could put sometime stream. Nah, I don't need to put that there at all. I just need to put that in my notes. Alright, so sleep. We got everybody here. Doesn't look like it. I mean, this is not a really compelling thing to join, so I don't expect people will join. I still have some viewers here. I'm gonna get rid of that. And get rid of that. So the main thing to take away for beginners if you want to follow the beginner boost, the web stuff is what we're doing right now, and that'll be tomorrow at 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. my time, and that's it. And yeah, 1621 is I'm gonna put family. Now I have next time in the weekend I have some more time. I'm just gonna put up beginner boost stream at 10. I'll probably end up taking a nap. I know I'm gonna put nap on my thing. I know you guys are like, why does he put his nap on there? Well, because just so people know what's going down. Is that right? 1500. Let's see. It's no, that's not right. I'm still gonna do yoga running at 1 o'clock every day. That's a new thing. And yeah, 1500. Yep. I mean, it's roughly the way it's going to go down. I don't know. It's going to go down exactly like that. But and then sleep at 23 on. So yeah. That means I might stream. So I'm changing this, and I'm gonna write some code that actually replaces this. Yeah, that's all. I mean, there's nothing fancy here. 10 a.m. Eastern. Paul during anything marked work or free. In fact, all right, so that's just a thing. How I'm gonna, since I got a little bit of time, I'm gonna write this so that this section right here gets replaced every time. So I'm gonna just delete these out. I'm gonna delete the weekdays and the weekends out, and I'm gonna replace those. So let's. I'm gonna do first commit is just gonna be to change this. I suppose I should probably log it. Yeah, I mean we don't need to do that. We can just do this now. So yeah, generate. So generate already breaks apart this schedule. I want to make it so that it's like a really interesting table though. Right now it's pretty plain, but I kind of want to make it so that it writes out the block like in a table that goes across the screen. And I'm wondering how I could do that. It would be, I would have to do one. I'd have to change the code to do that. So I might do that. I want to make it so that the result is something like sample would be like Monday, Tuesday, change the topic. Topping is using shell to generate Markdown table from YAML. And I'll go ahead and start that. So let's do that. And so what we want it to do is to do something like this. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Forgot Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And so yeah, and we could have the hour. So we could actually have one like this, and then I could have this, and I could have this here. I could have six. Well, what is it? 6 or 5? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23. All right, so yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we're doing here. So how are we going to do that? So let's do pandoc. That, so that gives us our table. We got our headers and all that jazz. I decided to do a paragraph because those didn't get joined. So actually, let me do this. Change that to a 5. And yeah. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to say, I'm going to do some inline bash for I in 6 to 23 to echo RI 1, 2, 3. Whoops. Oh, excuse me. I'm allergic to dog. How's it going? I'm so sorry. 1, 5, 6, 2. I see. All right, so then we do this. Done. And bang, bang, bash, and that writes it all for me right there. So that gives me my. I'm sorry, I was just sneezing. All right, so let's see what that looks like when we pandoc generate it. Yep, that's what we're talking about. All right, so let's also go ahead and commit that. I'm going to do a working commit on this. Changes to schedule. Removed. That's all. I'm just going to put changes to schedule. Changes to schedule. All right, and then we can go look at what gets uploaded. How's it going? Hello from Sweden. Like, good to see you. Good to see you. Mind blown. What? Which one? That was a while ago, probably. I think that was an earlier one. You don't have timestamps. I think I could turn timestamps on in here, but I don't have them on right now. I'm going to turn this off for now because it makes my fan come on. So let's go back and look here. So I'll click on schedule. And it should, well, let's go look at this sample. Sample markdown. Oh, it didn't do it. Oh, I wonder why not. Oh, because of the dash. This dash. Interesting. Well, let's fix that. That's interesting because it worked on, let's see. Oh, it's because I'm missing a dash there. That's why. Yeah, it has to match exactly. So, I could probably put like hour there or something. I wonder if you can have like an empty space. I guess not. I mean, I could put an emoji of a clock. An hour emoji. Yeah, those are good. About just a plain old clock. A mantelpiece clock. A timer clock. An alarm clock. And I'll put an alarm clock. Let's do that. Boom. Now what? I'll save it with the same title. I have to commit this. I wish I could preview it, but I can't. I can't preview what GitHub will do. So there we go. So there's my nice happy calendar. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it's going to spread out because it's going to have stuff in it, obviously. But yeah. So let's say we loop through it and auto generate it. So let's do that. All right. So what have we got? We've got a sample of what we want, and we want to be able to generate that. So we're going to go to generate, and we're going to repeat this. So we're going through each of the lines of the schedule. And as we determine what the hour is, we need to draw that. Actually, the way this works, this is going to be a little hard. I probably should make an associative array here and use a bash for associative array. That's probably the right way to do this. Yeah, I have to do that way. Let's do that. So I'm going to have to play around with associative arrays. I don't use them all the time. So the truth of the matter is we're going to have to do both of these two swaps to build the associative array. So we're going to say schedule. I'm going to declare, you have to declare it with, this is one of the cases where you have to declare it. There's no other way to have it inferred. So we're going to make schedule an associative array. So then schedule, so these are weekdays, this other one here. So and once I do this, I can actually iterate through the associative array. It's like a matrix, right? So I'm going through reading all this stuff. As I read in this case, as I read in the, and I found a better way to do this I totally forgot about. We're just going to do this instead. And before, as you know, it wasn't working because I was having a brain problem because I was doing bash instead of POSIX shell. Z shell works, by the way, but the other ones didn't. Generate. All right, so we're definitely iterating over the thing, and so now we just need to populate the sketch with the information so we can then print it out in whatever way we want to. And then we'll inject that into the README file. So first things first, we need, so we grab the hour from the line and activity. Every one of these is going to be, so we're going to be adding the same activity for Monday through Wednesday. So it's going to look kind of one-sided because I happen to know that there's only 2 scheduled dates. If I wanted to make something more generic, I could do that, but I'd have to load each one for each day. So I happen to know that that schedule 0 is going to be all the weekdays, and then so I can take the hour and I can say, well, the truth is I only have to load it once. Yeah, let's do that. I can do well, no, that one's actually really easy. Yeah, I just have to load the weekdays. Let's do that. Weekdays. And because I can't tack it on to the end of the array. Let's do weekdays. And weekends. I don't think you can do two declares on the same line. What's up? Job limitation? Oh no. Whoa. Wow. 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 Just wow. Is that, what version of Java was that, Tim? I have to log that. I'm sorry, I have to put that in my case against Java. So, I mean, I imagine that's probably even the most recent one, so. Thank you for sharing that stuff. See, this is the kind of thing that I have to write down because people won't believe me if I tell them. I have to, I like building objective cases for conclusions that I make, and if I don't actually document things like this to present it as proof, people will think I'm just beating up the language. It happens all the time. And so that's what you guys wondering why I'm being so vindictive or whatever about against the language. It's because people don't believe me. They don't. They're like, what are you talking about? It's like, why would, it's a great language, blah, blah, blah. Well, actually, it's a great language until it's not. Here's one of the reasons it's not. I say, well, you can get around that. I think, yeah, but that's not the point, right? I don't particularly like this format, but I'm going to use it anyway. What the? How do you not know what you're doing here? It's like it doesn't even know about this format. This is a problem with the plugin I'm using. It's not anything to be concerned about. I like this method the best, but whatever. JDK, holy cow. That's relatively new. I mean, I almost need to make like a note thing about Java. I should hashtag my logs. Nah, they're going to be searchable anyway. They're going to be searchable. All right. Arrays limited to 65K. 65K elements. The builder said, oh, yeah. Well, that's cool. Yeah. What we need to do is we need to agree on something, Golden. If you found something different that you want to put in there differently, we should do that, because I would like to create a standard CB type so people could maybe use the same one at some point. Mm-hmm. So that log is good. Thanks for that information, all you guys. So let's go ahead and break this thing up. Where am I? Exit. Okay, so we need 2 associated arrays for weekdays and weekends. And we'll go ahead and just load it there. So we can say that the hour, let me get this right. So we could say weekdays for, oh wait, that's the hour. Let's just parse the hour and make sure it's all good. Now let's do that. And then let's say, if I can get this right, weekdays for hour equals activity. Oops. Gosh, dang it. Equals the activity. All right, and I can get rid of this. And I can do the same thing for weekend. Weekends, whatever. Hour activity. Make this a 1. And I mean, it's 2 passes through the thing, but it's not that big of a thing, so we're fine. And so let's go ahead and just echo those out to see what's up. Days. Unless it's file directory. I can't. What? Input redirection. Yeah, this makes a file handle out of the command. The other one loads it all up into a buffer. This is different in that I think it reads every line at a time, so it doesn't overwhelm like a buffer if you're to do the triple input. These are all bash. So yeah, and if you want to keep like a, you can do this too, just to keep us honest. Our activity. Oh, it really is, and you want to do that because you don't ever want to shadow the while scope, because it will hide variables. Like if you try to do echo or cat or pipe into the thing here, that turns while into a subprocess, so none of the variables in your script will work because they have to be exported. So you always want to do it. You always want to take whatever you're going to feed into any loop. A for loop or a while loop should always come at the end of the loop. It should never be in front. Not in bash anywhere. Not in actually POSIX has the same problem. So the difference is that POSIX is, I think it's because of scoping, but I don't know. I mean, it's a problem in both languages, though. It's really bad practice. Let's see what happens here. Generate line 16 is having a problem. Where's line 16? Oh, wait. I'm doing the assignment incorrectly. I think I have to put an and sign here. Start of embedded. Wow. Dude, that's insane. I will definitely look at that. Yeah, Tim, that's crazy. That's amazing. Tim, I think I just read you tweet. Did you just tweet about moving to Python in some of your classes? I was gonna say I wanted to ask you about it. What brought you to that? I don't want to dox you or anything, but if you don't want to be doxed, I get it. But if you want to talk to me, if it was you though, I'd be interested to hear your thinking on that. And if, but that's Raspberry Pi. Oh, okay. I think I'm confusing you with somebody else. Yeah, I don't want to dox you. I just was wondering because there's another Tim G that I follow on Twitter, and he's well, I'm not gonna say any more because I don't. Well, it's not doxing. I don't know how much I can say. I don't want to dox people. I work for Razer and RGB hardware. Oh, really? Oh, you just doxed yourself on GitHub. Yes, you did. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, Razor's awesome. Okay, I'm sorry, because there's another Tim G who works in. He's a professor. And he's recently talking about moving to Python from Java or something. Yeah, that's interesting. Well, thank you for being here. So we get so many cool people on this stream and this community. I cannot even deal with how cool everybody is. I'm the kind of sick sadistic person who's going to open up that URL when I get a moment during mentoring sessions today. I'm going to go open it up because I just want to see. Did you hear my story about how I had to have somebody fly in from Sun Microsystems to validate the virtual machine like fatal bug that was in the JVM that nobody believed me when I found it, and so Nike flew them in. I need to put that in my stories list. That's a true story. I had to do that, and then the guy said, "Huh." So it's just I've been. That's the thing. I start out liking things until I get burned by them. And then it's like, No, I don't think there's any good resources for that. That's funny you say that, Moshe. I've had people tell me that certain things worked. Did you know that Bourne shell is not POSIX compliant? True story. And your best hope is to just write it in Bourne and try to get it. But to actually look up the POSIX standard for shell, you have to pay $1,000 or some shit. It's crazy. Yeah, you can't even look it up because it's one of those stupid, it's like all the ISO standards that you have to pay hundreds of dollars to even see the international standard. I have no words for that level of stupidity in humanity. Let's make something an international standard that everybody has to comply to, but nobody can see it unless they pay us hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. So stupid. So freaking stupid. I'm just babbling now. I have a bug here. I don't know why. Free command. So, I see what's going on. Command not found. What's it doing? I think I'm doing my assignments wrong. I don't do associative arrays very much in Bash because, frankly, they haven't been around. Bash 4 is the first time that associative arrays were added to Bash, and at that point I was like, oh my gosh, this can literally do anything else can do. It's just weirder syntax, no doubt, but associative array is sometimes called a hash map. Dude, if you find a good POSIX resource, let me know. because when I was working at IBM, we were required for like 6 or 7 years. I was required to just code POSIX shell, which is why letting myself use Bash is like such a luxury. There we go. Example. Don't you have to put parentheses in it? I thought you had to put parentheses in it. It precedes POSIX by a decade. This is true. That's true. It's a good point. Just be careful though, because I had people try to tell me that what was it? I think they were using. I can't remember the syntax. They were using a corn shell syntax. I was like, this is definitely corn shell. Hash map library working in plain C. Oh wow, yeah. Well, if you have to do your own, yeah, they always make it. Lundmar loves to complain about that. He's like, why do they make you do that? It's an anti-predator to do that. Now, so how's it going, 89? Whoever you are, you anonymous, wonderful visitor. And how's it going? 2 sounds, 1 movie, and that's all. So I have to go for. I got 10 minutes left but I will most likely be back tonight. I don't like promising anything because people get all sad when I don't show up. They send me stuff in the chat like, "We missed you." Like, that's nice, but I was asleep. See you, Golden. No, that's fine. I don't know. The resume thing is the kind of thing I can look at, like in the cracks between other things, and I have a lot of those cracks when I do mentoring, which starts in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So, and I have a 5-hour mentoring block, and so during that time, actually, I do one of my mentoring blocks is he's moved on, so there's a chance I'll be popping on for another hour sometime tonight. I'll show you guys one, but let's see. I'm trying to get this array. So let's see here. Using a for loop. This is how it turns out one that uses the map in place you couldn't use temporary memory. Oh wow. Yeah, that's the thing. This is another thing where reasons. This is another reason that most hash map writes and even reads are not safe for concurrency. There's like a really good blog about how come Go reads against maps are not safe for concurrency. Most of the time they'll work, but specifically they're not, because the theory is that you never know if somebody's using like, you know, they're like making a cache so that hash map retrieval continues, and that they're doing internal cache writes. And so it's counterintuitive to say that reading a map reference or a dictionary or whatever you want to call it in Python is not safe for concurrency. It's counterintuitive because you think, well, I'm just reading it, right? But it depends on how the hash map is implemented, and that you mentioning temporary memory like that just caused me to think about that. And because, so that's why technically you should still use a read write mutex if you're going to be reading from, or you're going to use context, or use, you know, some other thing. And it's got the Golang training session on channels to make how safe concurrent code. Oh, Todd McLeod's course. I've heard good things about Todd's course. Todd's one of the ones that, you know, when I watch his course, I think, man, I should be doing a Udemy course. I'm going to do all of the stuff that he covers eventually. I'm going to do it all for free on YouTube. In much greater depth, no offense, Todd. That's coming. Actually, the way I'm probably going to do is we're going to have a lightweight one called Go Survival or Go Beginner or whatever. I'm going to get in the habit of doing survival guides and then in-depth guides, because if you get a big long thing, you stop in the first little tiny bit and you're like, you get really bored and you don't want to go further. Sometimes you just want a primer. You want the real survival stuff. You want to become efficient to get you to like, you know, like a 1 or a 2 in the language in a scale of 1 to 10 on the skill stack. But then if you want to become a 3, then you really need to learn all the other stuff. If you want to be a 4, then you really need to know, you know, how do I use context? You have to memorize stuff in the standard library and things like that. So I really believe that there needs to be kind of a multiple layers of depth when it comes to a language, like you would have a 100 or 200 level class. So I do intend to make that a thing over the next decade, but I can't promise it right away. Obviously, you just saw my schedule. So one thing is associative arrays, though. Let's figure this out. We only have a few minutes left. Like 80 hours long. And intro to Golang, all the features in 10 minutes. Yeah, thank God. Yeah, Todd's course. I know he's got a better one. Yeah, I would just have it. There's a few things that there's more than a few things that I would do differently, and that's my only problem recommending it, because when I watch it, I'm like, oh, just some of the parts of it really bother me. But otherwise, it's a good beginner thing. The problem is there's not much stuff out there for Go. You can go to Go Resources. You know about that, right? GoResources.net or org. But so much of the stuff in it is just hit or miss, willy-nilly stuff. Go Resources. I want to say, what is it? It's GoResources.net, I think, right? Go Training. No, Golang. GolangResources.com. GolangResources.com. That just disturbs me every time I see it. John, why are you on the screen every time? This is hard. I've had people go through this thing and they can't find what they want, but yeah, there you go. So that's one place you can go. TurboGo is horrible for beginners. I cannot. Anyway, I'm just so I can make a web dev socket and make it scalable performance. Yes, web sockets are really fun. Yeah, for making games on the back end. Yeah, web dev course is cool. Yeah. Yep. If you're doing like full stack web development, that kind of thing, there's just so many areas to go. Yeah, and his stuff is Todd's is kind of project based, right? Streaming tech, pub sub server. Oh, those are fun. Yeah, I do like those things. I'm so red. Lately I've been red. I guess because it's getting hotter in here. I'm almost done. I want to do my associative array. And you guys are like, what are you doing? So this is how you indicate, this is how you normally would look at just a plain old array. But we want more than that. We want an associative array. So they are a little bit different. Key, we got that. Key and abbreviation. For key in blah. So if you put the exclamation point in front, I think that gives you the key. Or key is the abbreviation for. Have a key went down. Yep. Okay. You can, of course, make the information retrieval more useful. So that's when you get the numbers. And the sample, it's a number out. The output shows that I have 5 items. Yep. No, I'm not. I know it's weird. So this is how you add them. They're super cool. Echoing the array of values now suggests a new country. Deleting an item array name. I think you actually have to do. I think I'll try here. Oh, let me see. RDX Rob schedule. So generate. I don't know. I want to say it's like this. I think I did it wrong. I think that's how you do it, actually. Yep, I think that's it. Let me try here. Yeah, that would make sense because that's how you do the other stuff. I know, it is crazy, crazy. Weather's crazy. There we go. That did it. Yay, we have success. So that builds our associative array up. And then I'm just going to loop through the array. So I want to see what this does first. Oh, that didn't do anything. because weekdays is an associative array. So this is weird because you can actually have a plain value and an associative array that have the same name. You can do that in Perl too. So if we put this here, that will give us a key value pair combo almost. There we go. Uh-oh. That's almost time for me to get ready to go. So that gives it, so by default it only gives you the first things. If I do this, it should be the keys. Yep, there's the keys. So you get the keys or you get the thing. And as you loop through the whole thing, you can like print everything. So in this case, I'm actually going to go through the days. So we're going to go through the days. And we're going to say, we're going to say for day in, and we'll say one, well, yeah. This is weird because we're going to say for day equals 1 to 6, comma 0. I know, I hope that works. We're going to see. Do echo day done. All right, so it didn't do it. I mean, I could do a regular loop though too. Probably the way to go. I mean, this is kind of cheating. I can do a for n equals blah, but this is like much faster, right? And then I think I can do a 0. I think I can do that. Yep, there we go. So I know that's like totally cheating because I'm using strings, but it works. So the reason I have to put 0 at the end is because Sunday I want the weekends on the end, and 0 is by default Sunday on everything, whether you agree with that or not. So we're gonna go through each day, and we're gonna print the day. So what? So we can print the hour. So echo I guess we can put the hour. No. So for each, you know what? We only need to do the weekdays, right? Because we're going to do the weekdays. Wait. How do I want to do this? So do I want to scale it across this way or this way? So I want to do this way or this way. So I'm going to be doing like 1, 2, 0, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to make a new one. I'm going to say, so it's going to be for each hour actually. So the matrix is going to be by hour. So for hour in, and then we're going to go between 5 and 2300 hours. Actually, I could calculate the to do get the min, calc the min and max hours automatically. And then what we can do, then what? So we're going to do for hour in 5 to 23, do what? See what we got, right? So first of all, we have to do all, so we have another loop inside of here for, let's see, for day in weekdays. So the weekdays are 1 to 5. Actually, I don't need that. I'll do 1 to 5 just because those are the weekdays, but that's I'm not going to use the number really. I just need that number of loops done. And then we can do this. We can say, so we're on day 1. So we just need to do, yeah, I mean, this is kind of lame, but it'll work. And we need to do, whatever the last activity was. So we need to remember we need a buffer for whatever the last activity was, and then when it changes, we'll start using that one every time, even if there isn't one, right? Oh, it's 4 o'clock. I gotta go. I'm gonna get a call. So it's been really fun. See ya.